Welcome to Sarah's late night cooking show. I thought I'd give you guys a glimpse of what it's like living off-grid. I'm doing all of my cooking on a wood stove. So, pan is nice and hot and ready to go. It was really good. I've been experimenting on my wood stove. I almost exclusively cook on my wood stove. I bought a burner. I don't use it at all. I really love my wood stove. It's a cubic mini. This is the Grizzly model, so it's a little bit bigger than their Cub. And the rail system, I just pop it off and it makes a great cooking surface. I found some pots and pans that work great on it. I have like a copper pot, great for popping popcorn. Whereas the cast iron is wonderful for doing rice, meats, everything. I have a cast iron wok, and I also use a cast iron like egg pan. They've been amazing. I love it. Let's rewind. It is currently like -2 in here, so it is pretty cold. But I'm really excited. I got walrus oil, which is going to be used for moisturizing and then sealing my countertops. The cubic mini, it's officially installed, and we're gonna start our first fire. So since the last update, I've put on my walls, I've done a lot of painting, putting in shelves, countertops, my wood stove, and I moved my house up to Truro, so it took its first voyage, and it was kind of nerve-wracking. Like, you know, you do everything that you're supposed to do, you put on the bolts tightly, screw everything in great, but there's like that hesitation when you move it for the first time of, did I do everything right? And I'm so thankful that everything went to plan. The only thing was that it was pouring down rain when we were moving it, so it was a little bit messy and damp and wet, but my trailer did not slide off the back and make a mess in the middle of the highway. Like, it went wonderfully. I've been living in my tiny house for just over a month now, and kind of just adjusting to living off the grid, hauling in my own water, hauling out old water, keeping my house warm, chopping wood after work, all of those adjustments, and it's been a fun learning curve. I want to say that it's been amazing, and it has, but at the same time I don't want to neglect the fact that there have been hard things about living in a tiny house, like waking up and it being a little bit colder, having to get up and start a wood stove. Bathroom situation's still getting sorted out. I have a pee bucket. That's fun. So the long-term goal, right now I'm parked on my relative's land, and that's just a temporary solution. I've got my own property, so I'm planning to move it up to my property once I have a spot laid out for it. And eventually I'm gonna build a garden, and I've got a rabbit currently. I'm hoping to get some more rabbits and start breeding. Currently babysitting my sister's chickens, but maybe in the future I'll get my own chickens, just kind of feeling out what I want life to look like. I've had about five of us is probably the biggest number I've had in my house so far. We all sat around the wood stove, roasted some chestnuts, drank some tea. So it's just been fun to have people over and to be able to host people. I'm still working on seating solutions, working on putting my flooring in, finishing trims, so it's a lot of final touches. it's been a really fun process, but I also want to give you guys a chance to ask any questions you have. And in my next video, I'm going to be answering all the questions about off-grid living, tiny house living, any questions you have. Ask away in the comments below, private message me. I'd be happy to respond to all of you guys and share with others what you're curious about.